Good afternoon from Australia. My name is Matt Nahat, and today we are playing some Kingmaker with my good friends, who I am going to jump over and introduce. It's great to see you all, and yeah, we're going to be jumping right into the game here pretty soon. We're going to go over to our introductions first. So, over here, we click this button. Hello, everybody. You may unmute and say hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
All right. So these are our fine players. We have DM Nex, Mixed Nuts, Azriel, and Malkov. How are you guys?
Good.
Relieved that my cat is okay.
Yeah.
Relieved that Nuts Cat is okay. Yes.
Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. It's always trepidation when you've got family members and like cats and pets are family members. Funnily enough, especially after that much time and going into surgery or other such things, it's always yeah, hard time. But glad to hear he's doing good now, and hopefully that continues.
Yep, that's
Absolutely.
the plan.
So I'm gonna be going through you guys and introducing you. So we're going to jump over to DM Nix first, and we're gonna go down the screen. DM Nix, Mix Nuts, Azrael, and then Malkov. Let us know about what your character's thinking, what they've experienced recently, and yeah, just give us a snapshot of what's been happening in the world that we have been playing in. So, DMX.
So, Cassio almost died really badly. He kept getting saved and kept going back down. He's not feeling very good about that. He's really, 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 really sore. And really, really, really not happy about the fact of how things went. Yeah, he's very sore, but neither can he shirk his duty. So that's where he's at.
Oh, very good. All right. Well, we have a sore Kasur, and we'll head over to Mixed Nuts.
And both physically and mentally sore, to clarify.
Tarnal is frustrated. This has been one big, giant, continuous shit show since we started in with the fire. And then we stepped through into this room, and there's 2 giant things over there, and 5 more people over here that are, we're being told take care of them. And only thing going through my head continuously is, doesn't this woman have guards for this? Which are apparently strewn around on the floor in bodies in front of us.
Yeah,
right
there are more than a few guards smashed into pieces on the floor in a bloody mess. Yep. By the way, 18 plus stream, everybody.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Fair
Frustrated
enough.
and thinking that there needs to be more guard assistance in this.
Fair enough. Azriel?
Yeah. This is definitely a mature stream. So I play Lucas Inkstain, Blackwell. Excuse me. See, I'm embracing it. No.
It was only in one flashback, so
Yeah.
you know.
Was
I
still
planted the
hilarious.
seed, so I'm just holding on. I'm holding on to it. But I'm standing at the door in front of Kasor, and I'm a little taken aback with all the blood and gore of everything on the floor and seeing Jamandi over there taking on 2 frost giants without really a problem. She's just kind of biding her time. Um, and looking back and seeing blood pouring out of Kasur and him kind of just sitting on the floor playing with his coins and just he's like breathing pretty heavily. He's probably just eh, eh, like going through some mental anguish. So I'm just kind of trying to get my head around what we need to do to help Jamandi Aldori.
Fair enough. And last but not least, over to Malkov.
Yeah, so Reskin is really apprehensive. I'm pretty much just thinking this looks bad considering how bad a shape Caster's in, and I'm fairly wounded, and Lucas looks like he's about to fall over too. This has been problem after problem since we went to bed.
Sure has. Sure has. And hopefully we might gain some assistance here. But getting straight into business, before we actually roll for initiative. Actually, I will set a encounter up here. I will get you to start rolling initiatives, and I've got some things here for us as this is happening, as you guys open the door, see the 2 frost giants, see the several figures to the south that are coming in. Here, Lady Jamandi Adori call out that that's their leader and to go get her. All of these things, all just like in such small amount of time. So I will get you to roll initiative through all of that.
Tarnal. So I'm standing right beside you, and I'm looking down, and I see this horn that you have attached to your belt. So I think it might be a good idea to maybe blow that where you're standing and not like run into the room first.
We'll see as things go.
Broken glass.
You hear some banging.
I do.
Yeah, it's coming from the north, from the room that you just got. You guys just cleared. Seems to be banging and smashing.
I'm gonna. Oh fuck! That's no good.
I'll stop those particular sounds just for a minute while we get everyone's initiative in here.
We need to make sure we don't get attacked from behind.
Not terrible.
Well, mine's terrible. I got my first one out of the way with my first roll tonight.
It's too bad there's no limit on those.
Yeah, no shit. I've hit my critical fail quota, Matt. I don't get any more of those, right?
Right. Yeah, that's definitely how it works. Yeah. Once you reach your quota, there's no more of those. In fact, when you reach your quota, if you roll one, it just automatically resets to a 20. Yeah.
I'm praying to the dice gods that we don't have any that we have a good night of dice rolls. It's the same way that you do the Wakanda Forever. It's the same. It's the same god.
Okay, so yes, again, as you guys are preparing yourselves, You do hear this banging from the north. You're not sure what's going on, but doesn't sound good. Smashing, banging.
Sounds bad.
Sounds bad. All right. So, with all of that said and done, we'll go over to this one. And we will start our initiative with Lady Jamandi Eldori. You guys open the door. She shouts out about the leader down here and the rest of the Black Tier cutthroats. Then, Thurwolf up here, big frost giant, will raise his massive weapon. It is... Actually, it's just a fist, it looks, and raises both his fists up for a smash. Just starts to bring both of his hands, like, clumped up, down. And Lady Jamandi, she puts one hand down on the ground behind her and slides the other hand, bringing up the flaming Eldori sword just straight into the ballsack and cut and just bowels, intestines, everything smashed on the ground, and the big frost giant just falls to his death, completely destroyed.
Well, I'm gonna take you. Just the only thing Tarnal's gonna say is, "Yep, never can I unsee that."
You will then hear a sickening cut as she slashes through the rest of his abdomen, and she extricates herself from there and wipes her face of his blood before facing off the other one and saying, "Come on now, we can do this!" Alright. Reskin?
Okay.
You get to follow that up.
Yeah.
I am going to try and, well, no, I don't need to. I'm going to step in and take a shot with my crossbow. Actually, no, I heard the noises to the north. I want to sneak up and open that door quietly and peer in.
All right. You see something here at the window. You see a weapon smashing. It's seems to be some sort of piercing weapon. Seems to be rather large, and it's coming in quite high, higher than like an average person might be able to reach, perhaps, or perhaps
So,
it's
like
a
a
reach
giant
weapon.
maybe stabbing down?
Not sure, but it's a weapon, and it's definitely. Why don't you quickly make me maybe a warfare check or just a recall knowledge, flat maybe, because it's coming through the window and you can't quite catch the whole silhouette is all.
So that'll probably just be a straight intelligence check.
Yeah, just a
then.
straight intelligence check is fine, just to see how much you catch.
How do you do this?
I'm even okay if you roll just perception for me. That might be sufficient here. I'm okay with that. We just want to see. Oh well, you see this perfectly then. So smashing through the window is a scythe. It is, a decent size. And you recall, actually, the blade of this scythe, because it's something that you only recently saw. In fact, you saw it last night in the hall, and it was amongst the paraphernalia of a certain adventurer amongst the rest of the adventurers who made her apologies and left the feast early.
Yeah, it was Jathal that Lucas just terrified out of the hall.
Correct. And she is
She's my girlfriend,
smashing
damn
her
it.
His
way.
uncouth advances were unwarranted. And
She is
unwanted.
smashing her way through that window, and she, in fact, will make it through as you watch. So you've spent one action to move up there and see that.
Okay. So then I will move to here. Oh wait, actually I can see them from there. I will take a shot at this guy, the leader.
Yep. You may target that leader by the name. We don't know her name, but her name for the purposes of getting things in line is Followed Myra. Oof, that's an excellent hit. You may definitely roll
Very
damage
nice roll.
for that.
And she hasn't gone yet, so that's definitely a fucking sneak attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, roll the 1.
All right. Well, it's still damage. She will take it. Boom. The bolt slams into her shoulder. Slight wince, and she turns her attention upon you.
And then I step back into that corner.
Step back.
Can I hide as part of my movement
No.
when I go into that corner?
No. Hide will be another action, effectively.
Okay.
Lucas.
Let's do it. I am going to devise a stratagem
Nice.
with my dogs in the background making noise.
Sicking the dogs on him is definitely a stratagem.
Oh, that would be
Sure
great.
is.
Apply effect. So, wait a minute. Oh, what do I want to hit? I want to hit the lady, the barely injured lady. Let's do that. There we go.
Ooh, it's pretty good. Alright, so 13. And that gets added to your proficiencies and stuff. So that's effectively what you roll on your d20 to attack her.
Mhm.
You have a plus 6, making that 19.
Yep.
And that will hit her.
Sweet. Does that also so she's not that's not a sneak attack because now she knows where they're, right?
Well, you don't have the feature, so
Sneak attack.
I don't. Very good. That's right. Okay. My bad. Okay. What do I need to do?
you need to roll damage for the weapon that you
Okay.
use to attack her.
Damage 1d6 piercing from the hand crossbow. 2.
All right. Does using devise a stratagem give you any precision damage or anything like that? I can't remember.
Let's see.
If you strike, when you make the substitution, you also add your intelligence modifier. So provided strike. No. So
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I get anything extra because I don't know anything about them from like a pursue a lead because I don't have a lead right now.
Yeah, the pursue a lead part of that is amazing that you could do
Yes,
that
it
in a
is.
free action if it's
Yes.
somebody you're chasing. That's
100%.
well, you can make
It's
her
one of the
your
it's one of
lead.
the special it's one of the special perks of investigator.
What was that, Matt?
I said that he could make her a lead.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, let's do that. Hang on.
So you've not moved, right?
Yep. I
You've
just
devised
checked the
a
box for
stratagem.
investigating a designated subject with pursue a lead.
Yeah, you can make her a lead so that you can or you can recall knowledge, obviously. But making her a lead means that you can recall knowledge for free or something.
Yeah.
That's useful.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, the device stratagem, if they're the lead, that becomes a free action if you're doing it on.
It's basically, I mean, for lack of a better term, it's a free attack.
Well, what I'm gonna do,
Well,
just
no.
for this round only, because we'll have to have another look at all of that, because I think it takes some time for the maker lead to happen normally. I don't remember, but I think there's a time factor.
No
We're
worries.
gonna ignore the time factor for this, and I'm
Sweet.
gonna get you to make a recall knowledge. Any recall knowledge that you would like to make, just one. Choose one. You can choose Arcana, Religion, Society, Occult, or Primal, depending on what you think this might be. What Lucas might think.
Let's do society.
Good choice. So you may make a free society check. Not especially good.
Yeah.
However, I am not a dick of a GM, and what I'll tell you is while you don't find out especially much, what you do find out in regards to this is that she is wielding a great axe, and that is probably going to hurt quite a bit. And she seems to be wielding it with quite good knowledge, which means that she probably has some skills with that weapon up her sleeve that might do special things. So that's probably dangerous. In addition, as she comes in, she looks to the north, and the look in her eye suggests, but you're not 100% sure, that she might be able to understand whatever the giants are saying. Or giant singular, now that one is dead on the floor with his bowels removed. Alright, you have, I believe...
Awesome. I have a couple of actions left, right?
Yes, go ahead.
I am going to... Let's see. Would, no, I don't have that.
1 minute is the pursuer lead normally, so I am allowing you a little bit of grace for this one battle.
Sure. Thank you, GM. Let's see. I am going to move into this group. Like, I'm going to move into this group of, like, bodies and just search for a healing potion.
All right. Go ahead.
1, 2. Come on, let me in. Oh, shit. There's a... Oh, crap. It's not a straight... There's a wall there. It's not one of those... Okay, I think that's all I got. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that my move? 5? Where
They're
is it?
5-foot squares.
25 feet. So yeah, okay. So that's as far as I can get, but that still gives me what looks like 7 bodies.
Yeah, you have a good look and you do not find one. In fact, you find a couple of smashed vials that you think probably were healing potions that are no more healing potions.
Okay.
Bummer.
Let's see. Do I have the option? I reload my hand crossbow.
All right.
That's my third action.
Well, you moved and you searched.
Oh, okay. So, yep, that's fine.
So you have not reloaded.
No worries.
Okay, so we have some cutthroats coming on in. So, you are in the room.
Yeah.
So this one is going to target you.
Great.
And
That little
fire.
symbol next to the interact there, that means it takes an action.
Okay. My bad. I'll put it back.
That's what that symbol means. If there's 2 black arrows, it's 2 actions, etc.
He'll move to here. Or loosing.
Apparently, Tarnell and I are taking a nap.
I'll go sometime tomorrow.
Well, that's what I was saying. We're at the bottom of the list.
Well, this is all happening in about 6 seconds.
Oh, I know.
Alright.
Going last always feels that way, though.
Oof. Yeah, so that crossbow bolt comes flying with deadly precision. That's 6 points of damage. You need to apply that to yourself there, Lucas. As that crossbow bolt comes across.
I don't see the
Your
ability
stuff is
to
coming
apply.
up as private, GM.
Okay,
Yep.
I will change that. Thank you.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
That hurts.
Yep, it sure does. Alright, so then they reload. So that's the whole turn. Next one will emerge from here, see that you are there, and target you. Yay! Here's a strike. Pray to the dice gods. They miss.
Yay.
You dodge out of the way of the second bolt and realize this is really not a good place to be standing.
Yep. I was just trying to find a health healing potion for Kazar.
Alright.
Like, now you need one for you.
The leader,
Now I do need one for
Volumyra,
me. Absolutely. 100%.
is gonna have her turn now. And she is going to move. And she has... Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Oh, she jumped?
No?
That's a wall.
No, that's a recessed area.
No, because when I came in to move, that's the reason why I went up and around
Hang on.
instead of going straight through.
That's a recessed pit from the description Matt gave last week.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
couple of feet down from.
Okay.
There's technically a wall there, but it's more like it's a vaulting. You can vault.
Okay. Yeah, she can probably vault. I probably can't. It's all good. I'm sorry.
2, 3. Alright, we'll move up to you.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yep, fun is definitely the word.
Do you have any hero points?
Yes, we all have a hero
no.
point.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, I don't have any dying points yet, but I do have a hero point.
Alright, she is going to overhead smash. She's lifting her great... okay, great axe. She's like... bringing it down. Alright, here we go. And she hit you. Oh my god!
Yes. Yes, you can.
Bye, Blackstone.
Alright, Uh-oh.
Oh my! Oh my!
Alright, so as she brings that great axe over her head, we're gonna roll some damage here for a critical hit. Uh-oh. It's gonna be 40 points of damage there. Whack! Oh boy, that is not nice. Now,
It's a good thing. What's the 40 do as far as that goes? Is that
All
gonna
right,
do
well,
anything extra?
we're just gonna check on something real quick, and if it happens, we're gonna ignore it. But I just want to check on this. Okay, so you are on 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
38. Jesus Christ.
Your maximum is 17.
I think he got cut in half.
And double of 17, anybody? What's the double of
34.
17,
34.
please? Okay.
34.
34.
So we're gonna ignore this rule for this one battle because we're not having a death. All right. So what
I
we
mean,
normally
so that's like instant. It's like almost instant death, basically.
well, no, it is. This is called massive
Okay.
damage. When you take a blow that would damage you equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points, which, as we have suggested, is 34. If you take that blow and it brings you down, that is gonna kill you instantly. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen instead. As Volodmira raises that weapon and smashes it down on Lucas, you hear a guttural cry coming from the south, Kasser, as Amiri will appear running past you into the room and barreling right into Volodmira, and she will take half the damage that Lucas does. Lucas, you take 20 points of damage, and Mary takes 20 points of damage, and you are both unconscious.
Better than dead.
I'm throwing every bone I can to you right now.
I know you are. Thank you.
Okay, so Amiri, will be knocked unconscious. She's not dead, by the way. Just unconscious. Let's put her
You have
on
such a way with women that you got one unconscious
one.
from out of the room.
Let's just say that she's unconscious. Yep, so she does have the unconscious trait. And you take 20 points. Boom. Which means that you are on dying 2. Now let me apply that to you.
Yay.
Dying, and I'm going to put that up to 2. Because it was
Keep
a
in mind,
result of a
audience, that
critical
like
hit.
literally we haven't made an entire round yet.
Yeah. This is how it starts.
Hey,
Dying 2.
The only thing going through my mind is we can't use our hero points to make the enemies reroll something, can we?
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to have her at dying because of this. Can I put her on dying? Yes. Alright, so there it is. Okay. So that's what happens. Amiri will smash into you, smash into Volodmira, and you manage to only take half of what would normally kill you outright. Thank you.
I think Amiri likes me.
Volodmira will curse, and then it's Ragnar's turn, which is that giant over there. Giant will stride forward and target Jamandi Eldori and smash down at her with a fist, which will absolutely not hit, and try again to smash down, which will absolutely not hit. Lady Jamandi Eldori manages to nimbly dodge both of those massive blows, and it's the next Black Tier Cutthroat. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes it out to here. She can see Tarnal through the door.
I'm not really there.
Not?
It's an
Too
illusion.
bad, sir. That's what the map says. And we're gonna do a hand crossbow. Now you do have cover. So this will miss you, plonk into the wall beside you, and they will reload. And we have another black tear cutthroat, because why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. Actually, we'll stay back a little bit. And we'll again target you.
At least it's not me.
And crossbow. No, I'm not here to kill you. I mean, ouch.
And then you crit me too.
I do.
Nice.
But you only take 4 points.
As opposed to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, four is fine.
Boss.
4 is fine.
Mook. Boss. 4. 40.
Critical great axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, great X is brutal that way though.
Yeah, times 3 crit.
Kasser?
You know, I'm kind of glad Casseur didn't see any of that, because then he's probably not going to even think twice about going out there.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to talk because I'm unconscious.
Indeed.
So I just saw Tarnal take a hit.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
He looks injured.
Who hit Tarnal?
Crossbow bolt from the south.
Yeah. One of them, 3, 4 that are in the south.
Yeah. A little bit too far. What do I currently have? Right, this spear.
It's just unfortunate a little bit. The tunnel's turn, because I know exactly what he's going to be doing, was last amongst everything.
So he's going to run and jump.
Yep.
And slam
No
the
check
spear down
required.
into her. Except it doesn't let me step over that.
I will
Wall.
let you step over that. There you go.
It counts it as a wall, that's why. So I figured I'd say something.
That's the same thing that the
Yep.
the Blackwell was talking
And
about.
drive the spear home when he does so.
Let's hope.
Please hit.
Boom. Let's target.
Oh. So close to that
Yes,
20.
you do hit with that. Make sure that you do your targeting. Makes things easier.
Yep, I forgot that. I apologize. That was my bad.
Oh, it's okay.
Because I'm distracted by my friends being hit
I
so
mean,
bad.
it's fair enough. Like, oof. Alright. Every bit of damage helps.
And I guess I should probably raise shield.
Probably a good idea. Alright, she takes the hit. She looks injured. Tarnal?
Tarnal is going to cast Bullhorn,
Right,
call
let's
for
see
the
it.
other guards. Your mistress, your sword's mistress, demands your assistance at maximum volume of being able to be heard from 500 feet away. Now, it does say that walls do muffle the sound somewhat,
Yeah.
but it's still going to be enough that they can be heard from there.
I get you.
Let me get on.
100
I hope
squares.
it's 500 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where is that? I got to cast. And do you want me to put the spell effect up for that, or just leave it off there so that it's not cluttering up the setup? Because you know how that's going to work.
I don't think it's important. What we need to know as viewers is that what effectively this means. The bullhorn, yeah, you can read it there. He's amplifying his voice. He's heard up to 500 feet away. Why don't you, as part of making that check, please, roll your choice of diplomacy or performance to make an impression on the guards to say, get your asses in here, to see how effective Tarnal is in drawing attention. That's pretty decent. Alright.
Okay.
Then
So
you
that's
will...
2 actions.
It is 2 actions, you are correct.
Go back to here real quick. 1 second. I'm going to use lingering composition as well on a courageous anthem.
Alright, I will place the courageous anthem.
And that's basically my entire turn. That's all 3 actions.
I'll place that here, and what I'm gonna do, just in case, we're gonna just
I
check.
need to...
Alright, so I'm going to have the spell effect on everyone that matters.
And I need to make a performance check for that lingering composition.
Yes, you do. It's good enough. So what that means now is that that's going to last for 3 rounds. I think that's everybody. Oh, I need to also drag it onto these guys. Alright, very good. Alright, and at the end of your turn, before the next round, you will hear some movement coming from down the hall. And let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 movements. Gets a look at what's going on. Steps back. Doesn't want a part of that just at the moment. But Lindsay appears. 2, so this will be 3 points of movement as Harem appears. And then Valerie appears. They seem to have recovered somewhat, and they look at you, and they're like wincing, and they're like, "You really want our help? We'll do what we can, but we're not throwing our lives away." But they are here and ready. Lady Termundi Eldori. It's her turn next. Okay, what do we got? Yep. She is going to target the giant. He is going to make a strike. He only rolls a 40 to hit it. Only.
'40s keep coming up here. Don't worry, Blackwell. If you die, I'll go buy one and pour it out for you.
She does 36 points of damage to it. In a single blow. And then she's going to try and hit it again.
Probably gonna do it.
Probably. She does another 36 points of damage to it.
That's the difference between level 1 and level really fucking high.
really fucking high. And she brings that giant down. Alright. It's her turn, Reskin.
What you gonna do, Redskin?
I'm gonna look at my brother and say, "Didn't we say we weren't gonna run in there?" And I'm
We
going
did say
to
I'm right here.
look to Hiram and say in Dwarven, Amiri and Lucas both are bleeding out and point into the room. I'm going to reload my hand crossbow, and then I'm going to draw my rapier as well. And that's probably my turn.
Okay. So you've drawn your rapier, reloaded.
Yeah.
Speak is a free action.
Oh, is it a free action to say that?
Yeah, so you have one left.
Okay, then I'll hide. So I
Very
can try and
good
get another
option.
sneak attack off.
Make that stealth check for us, please. I mean, it's something. We'll see how that goes. Yep. So Lucas, you are currently unconscious, and I need you to make a recovery check, please.
Oh, is that what the death save is?
Yes, it's called a recovery check. We like to think
where's that?
positive. All right. So on your sheet, on the left-hand side of your dying and wounded section, there's a little tiny dice. It's not going to be enough. So you, sir, will go down to dying 3, unless you spend a hero point.
I'm using the hero point.
And instead, stabilize, removing dying, staying unconscious.
Still unconscious with that. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
I'm not bleeding out though, right?
Correct.
Just great. Yep.
So
that is an excellent use of a hero point.
Oh yes, it is. It sure is.
And now I will stop talking again.
So let's see. Unconscious.
I mean, Azrael can talk. Lucas can't.
Okay. But stable.
Yes, sir.
And you are going to be wounded 1. Yeah. Alright, and with that, Black Tier Cutthroats, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Hopefully not Pincushion Kasur.
I mean, he's right there. So they are gonna target him. And they are going
What does the raised shield do again?
Anyway, it gives him +2 to armor class.
+2 AC.
And he can also use a shield block reaction if he wishes. Block some damage, which he will require with this particular hit. Because, of course, they still hit, but you only take 1 point. Because you've got...
One's better than 40.
Heavier armor that soaks up most of the damage. They will reload. Do they fire again? I think so. We'll fire again. They're stupid, so that's what they're gonna do. Nope. Alright. Back to your cutthroat. So that one needs to reload again. The Black Tier Cutthroat is going to target you. And you are going to see if they can hit you. Nope. They do not. They reload. They try again. Nope. That shield raised, sir. They cannot hit you. And
Yeah, they got close a few times, but yeah, they
did.
how many times would they've hit if I didn't raise shields and change
This
armor.
time it didn't
Oh God,
One-
yeah, you.
make quite enough difference, but it was
Or
close
two
to
additional.
making a difference. Still an excellent use of that, because it's Volodmira's turn,
Yeah, I figured I needed to get a little bit more.
and she will raise her weapon for another
Good
one
luck.
of those beautiful overhead smashes that she loves so much.
Good luck.
Alright, so she
Yeah,
will
better me than the other two who are squishier.
target you and go for the strike.
Well, she hit me with that, I'd be dead for sure.
It is a hit, so just by
Of
one.
course it is.
And is that correct? That is your armor class is 20 with your shield raised? Just want to check.
Unless I can find a way to raise it higher, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to check. It's just a normal hit.
If I could do lay on hands, it'd be higher, but
It'll be 14 points of damage.
good grief.
Good grief indeed.
Ow.
How indeed. How
Did you
does
apply that
this
to yourself?
go with Kassur, who's on 13?
That's how it goes.
So we're going to just go full unconscious.
We have.
I'm going to
I don't remember if I have that. reaction
wave
or
the
not.
GM fiat a little.
Shield block. I do have shield block.
You do have shield block. I would strongly recommend using it, sir.
Yes, that's exactly what I was doing. I was trying to make sure I had it before saying I did it.
Sure
Because,
do.
you know, that's the right thing to do.
All right, so what?
I just sorry. Go ahead.
So you have a steel shield. Its hardness is 5. So you take 5 less damage. So you take 9.
So I
Huge.
click the block damage, and that should calculate, right?
Yes, it should.
Oh, block is just a toggle.
Does that break the shield?
Yes, it messes up the shield.
All right, so
The
you
shield
do
takes
block.
that same amount
There
of
you
damage,
go.
but it prevents me from dying.
And I also need you, if you scroll up, to make that fortitude save that's in her great axe hit there.
Oh, great.
Or you go prone?
Yeah, because it is a big overhead smash that she's doing. Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
so you, resilient, sir, raising that shield, standing strong as she whacks you one. Stay standing.
Kassur's already looked his deity in the eye 4 times in the last 10 minutes.
At least I can go to him
funny.
realizing I did my duty and,
We
you
need to
know,
refocus.
And then she will turn at Lady
can't say I didn't
Eldori,
try.
and she will move away from you towards Lady Eldori, stalking her.
No.
I don't think she understands what she's about to get herself into.
Oh, we will see. Alright.
I need to move and get into flank so she can have flank advantage.
You need to do none of that.
As
I don't think that's necessary for Lady Eldori, to be honest.
we're going to roll some more initiatives.
Oh, as we add in the rest of our group.
This is going to come down to here. Then this one. Gonna move as well. Here.
What a
And you
name.
hear a banging
Ragnar.
and smashing coming from this door over here before it is smashed down and 2 more giants emerge behind Lady Jamandi Eldori. But that is their turn to do so.
My jaw is gonna drop open when I see that happen.
Where are my sound effects from before here?
Cassio is going to start saying the whatever the rites of burial and resting in peace are for Abadar.
I gotta take my dogs out. I'll be back.
Stop that one. Alright. Yeah, that's getting real. Oh, well, as if it wasn't real enough. Alright. Black Tier Cutthroats.
Oh, you're already basically dead. It's getting real now that we're going to have things that'll instantly kill you in one hit come in. Yeah, that's when it gets real.
You've seen Lady Jomandi Eldori in action. She can hold them off.
Oh, the rest of us can't, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Black Tier Cutthroats.
Yeah, this one's gonna try and let loose a crossbow bolt.
So, how long does that shield last before it actually breaks?
Long enough, but yeah.
Let's see. Is it broken already?
It may be broken already.
Possibly. Shield HP is 20, so no, it's still okay.
It's got 11. It's got 11 hit points left then, right?
Yeah.
So it's not broken yet, but
it went down.
you can only use it once more.
If it goes one more
break.
point, its count says broken if it loses one more point.
Oh, if it's more than half broken.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the next one is going to also continue to use the hand crossbow and reload. Shoot. Both of them missing. As the shield still remains. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Kasser. You see the leader stalking Jomandi Eldori while two massive giants smash through that door up there. You see the rest of the four that came with her, all unharmed, basically, down to the south.
Look at the others. You guys deal with this scum. I'm going to try to give her some assistance, as little as it can be.
I personally am of the opinion that if she dies, the four others are probably going to run.
Yep. And that's a miss. Of course.
Does flanking do anything with that since he's flanking with Lady Eldori?
It will give the creature -2 to armor class, but unfortunately, it's still not going to be enough.
Okay. I was just wondering how that applies in this game for that.
Yeah, so absolutely that is flanking. It is opposite sides. And what it means is it doesn't do anything for the attacker. It gives the enemy the off-guard trait or flat-footed trait, making them have 2 less armor class.
Rogue attack.
Yeah, in other words, at this point, if she's off guard that way, then Rezkin can very easily sneak attack her if he can hit her.
Yeah, but he would need to be flanking in order to do that.
I have to have the flanking position.
You have to have the flanking position to actually do that. Okay. I just wondered.
Yeah, so the off-guard trait is to all flankers for flanking. He can make her flat-footed to him in other ways. That all your turn, Kasser? Yes.
Unless I can have a 4th or 5th action.
I mean, I would love to give you that, Tamil.
Oh man, you said you'd love to.
Oh God. Those 4 that are down there, like I said, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna look over at my brother and first say, I think we might have been better off just letting this whole side of the manor burn to the ground with these fuckers in it.
We can hold out! Jomandi shouts. We will get through this!
And I didn't say that loud enough for her to hear, but That's
No, you
my
did. You
thoughts.
bowling for 10 minutes.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Should have just let this burn down with this fuckers in it. That's a miss.
It is. Oof. Yeah, not quite enough on her, I'm afraid. She is quite the combatant.
No. I don't want to target myself. God damn it. And then I am going to move to there with my last action.
All right. As you finish your action there, we have Lindsay, who will make her way into the room. Valerie, who will make her way into the room. Aram, who will make his way into the room. They will see the situation. Aram will move up. Valerie will move up.
I can't see any of their tokens, either on stream or otherwise, just so you know.
I will change that.
Yeah, I figured you just wanted to know.
Oh. Should be able to see them now.
Absolutely, I can. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know. And then... So Valerie will move to there. Aram will move to there. They will make some attacks against that one. Valerie, with her bastard sword, smash out. It's that one. Oh, yeah. 12 points of damage to that one.
Wow.
Eviscerating it.
Nice, a bastard sword.
So move, attack, and then she will move down to the next one. Means Haram gets a chance to come down to this one. Now, I don't believe that there's an attack on this particular sheet. There isn't, but he definitely have one. I'm just going to roll for it. Gonna give it a +6 for 17 to hit. That is enough. And I'll give it a... What does it say here? Anything? I think I will give it a +3. See how we go. Oh! Brutal as he smashes another one in a single blow. Whack! We will defend this manor together!
Good move with that bullhorn, sir.
Speaking of
I
which,
yelled for help. Needed it.
The sound of guards making their way up the corridor, but it's going to take them a little bit longer to get here. They were in a completely different section of the manor, so... Alright, Lady Chamundi Eldori. She is going to wipe her brow. She's gonna push Volodmira. Gonna make an athletics check. Of 44. Shoving Volodmira. This way, I think. And Volodmira will fall prone. on the ground. And then she will approach the next giant. And because Shove has the attack trait, she has a minus to her attack roll. Multi-attack penalty, and she crits. Dealing 44 points of damage to
I'm,
that
I'm
one.
shocked. I'm shocked that she critical.
What is you with
critted.
these numbers? 40, 40, 40, 40. It's always in the 40s.
Showing you cannot
We'll get
defeat her if you try. Showing you,
We'll get there.
letting you know. just by the by. Oh, all right.
Don't shoot her in the back.
Yeah,
Not a good idea.
Good idea. Reskin, she is no slouch. Is Reskin frozen on anyone else's screen?
We're frozen.
No, he's still there for.
Okay.
I can still see him moving on the stream, and I can hear him.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to start moving here. They're probably all going to get a chance to see me, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It's okay. We're getting through. And this as well.
Wait, who is this?
One of the black tier cutthroats.
Okay. And I can move through friendlies.
Yes, it's difficult terrain, so you lose 5 feet of movement, or 1 square of movement for so instead of 5 feet, it's 10 feet, or instead of 1 square, it counts
That'd
as
be
2 squares.
15 total. And then can I go over that railing using like acrobatics or something?
You don't
without
need
being slowed
acrobatics. I'll
down?
just flip you over. It's just a quick vault. It's no big deal. And she
Yeah,
is
well,
prone
attack her.
right now, which means that she is off guard, off balance to you because of that. Because
Okay.
Lady Jamandi knocked her prone and pushed her a whole bunch.
Ooh, do I have to set that anywhere in the attack roll?
No, because she's prone, it should already factor that in. Really?
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, but a deuce is still going to miss.
Okay.
Have hero points, or you could.
No, I only have 1 hero point, and if I get smacked, I don't want to die.
Yeah, and it's fair. Yeah.
I will attack again.
Yep. Oh, these dice. Yeah, apparently the vaulting over has just, you twisted your ankle a little bit. You're just not feeling 100%. You go to strike, and she just dodges out of the way twice. You're like, I will get you. Oh, she just rolls out of the way. Oh.
Rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, you're like, stop moving, bitch!
What did I miss?
Not too much. Reskin, unfortunately, just had some pretty poor rolls.
Rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay.
Lucas, it is your turn. Unfortunately for you, you are still unconscious. Fortunately for you, JFL is there for the end of this turn, ready to medicine you back. So she will be able
Thank you,
to do
Lover.
that. But
With
not
the
yet.
level of damage that you took, I think there needs to be a slight bit of gurgle to that snore.
Yeah. All right.
My
so
girlfriend's gonna heal me. It's okay.
this one is going to target Valerie, who's come up and decimated the other ones. So swap out for the dagger, and then a strike with the dagger. That is going to be a hit on Valerie.
Did you put the half plate on, or does she have half plate?
I think they probably
I don't
spent
know if it makes difference.
that time frame healing themselves because they were all at near death when we encountered them before.
She is currently just having a look here. Something's happened. That on armor. Huh. He hasn't put the half plate on, no, but the AC isn't correct for some reason. Or what's happened there. Let me just toggle. Ah, okay, I see. I see. Alright. That's fine. It will still hit. Not sure exactly what's going on there. I'll have a look at that afterwards. Because something's not quite right about that. So. But we will take it. Because I believe 18 enough. But she just takes 3. So damage. Alright, and then it will try a second time. Do the multi-attack penalty. This time not enough. And next Black Tier Cutthroat, which is this one up here, is going to move and attack, swap out, and attack Reskin with her dagger. Here, strike against Reskin. That won't be enough, Reskin. You dodge out of the way. It's moved, it's swapped, and it's attacked. Solid Mirror. Looks from Kasser to Reskin. I am going to roll a die.
She's still prone, right?
She is still prone. She will stand. So, if there's an attack of opportunity, then... Ow.
Sounds like anybody's got that feat yet.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I'm not a fighter, so I don't have that.
She is going to roll. It's going to be 1 to 3, Kasser. 4 to 6, Reskin. She doesn't really care. It's going to be on Reskin. So, she will lift up that big great axe.
Oof.
For an overhead smash on Reskin. Here's the strike. She misses as Reskin
lucky
dodges
dog.
out of the way. Ooh.
Missed pretty badly, actually.
Did. She will curse. And she will try again, but without the overhead smash. Or overhand smash. It's just going to be a normal hit. With the multi-attack penalty. She misses again.
Ooh, a crit miss.
Now... So... There's something off with your sheet, Reskin. just going to have a quick look here. All right, so what we need to do, I'm going to point this out so that you have knowledge of it. All right, so this is not me having a go at you. I'm just going to point it out. Show you. So on your actions page, at the very top of the actions page, you will see Nimble Dodge is ticked. Now, that cannot be ticked all of the time. And how this works is if someone targets you with an attack and you can see them, you can tick that once per round as a reaction to someone targeting you, someone attacking you that you can see. You can tick that once per round as a reaction. And then all other times, it has to be unticked. Does that make sense?
I was just ticked when I added it to the character sheet as a feat. And
Yeah,
I didn't even
yeah,
know I was
it's
unticked
fine.
it.
I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying that's how this works. All right, so for your knowledge, you may do that once around when something that you can see attacks you. So it probably would have applied here. You probably would have seen her coming and gone, well, I apply it, so it's fine.
Yeah, I would have used that for her overhead for sure.
Absolutely. And then you're not able to use it until after your next turn, right? It's like once around
Okay.
reaction. All makes sense? And then more stuff over here. We'll try to attack Jamandi. Foolish bloody giants that they are. Nope.
Not particularly intelligent giants.
I was gonna say stupid giant.
Nope. Jamandi just like parries easily. Cragnuts, who she's like almost killed in the singular round, will roar at her and will use chill breath. Alright, so we're gonna go to chill breath. 15-foot cone. And DM, you established that if we go to cone in the measurement controls, was it? Draw measurement controls?
template?
Or which one are you looking at?
Cone?
The cone template.
The cone. So if you go down to the measurement tool, there is a circle, a cone template, a rectangle template, and a ray template.
So that should be now correct. Okay, fair enough. He will breathe out. It says 15 foot there. It doesn't look like 15 foot to me.
Well, remember, diagonal strikes, well, it still should be 3 as far as that goes, other than right at the dead center. That's weird.
All right. Well, 1, 2, 3. It's not going to hit anyone else anyway in this circumstance. So she will need to make a save against his DC here as chill breath. So I'm going to pop that up. Breath. And it's this, so targeting her, she will make that. She critically succeeds, rolling a 3.
Yeah, I mean, she's level 20 character of that level.
I mean,
Probably not
He's
20,
like-
but 15 or something. Fairly
17,
high.
something in that neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Double
she's
digit.
real good.
It's your turn, Kesser.
pray to the gods that I don't die, or at
Yep.
least my patron.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Do you have any more lay on hands?
No.
No, balls.
can I hop behind her over that thing and stab down at her face so I can flank with res?
Yep.
Thank you. So, gotta give us the best chance to shank her.
Yeah, flanking is great. Oh, yeah. That'll hit.
Aw. Wish it was 20. But at least that'll do something. Please roll a 6, not a 1 this time.
Oh man.
We are rolling a phenomenal number of very low numbers.
Can I get some new dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be
Just change the color on them. That's the same thing.
That's it. All right, you raise your shield. Tunnel.
5, 10. All these bastards everywhere.
Looks like Lady Jamundi is definitely holding her own up there, so you don't seem concerned.
And apparently I can only scratch my foe.
That's... Oh. Wow.
I can't hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
None of us can really.
And is this the round that the Courageous Anthem has expired?
I think it will expire this round.
Okay, so this is the last round that it's in effect.
Yeah. We'll do the next round with it up, and then we expire.
That would be my move. Then I did a 2-action spell. That's my turn.
Okay. It is all of the NPCs that you have called in for help. So the guards will finally appear, but they're not really able to do anything just yet. But they will be up here ready to come in for the next round.
When the next wave of enemies comes in.
They will call out and they will say, "If you are injured, make your way to the shrine."
Okay, bye.
And you recall that there was a shrine just down the hallway
Yes,
that emanated a feeling of peace and calm. They're saying, "Go there."
out of character. Hey, can you pick up me, or no? Can you carry me like Kazar? That way, both of us can.
All right. Then Valerie and Harim will both have attacks against this black tier cutthroat down here. So Valerie first, with her bastard sword, is gonna strike at him. Well, she shouldn't be prone, but 9 points there. Let's take prone off her. It's not prone. It's not prone. Some weirdness happening here. It's okay.
It's probably the
Alright,
residual.
so 9 points is enough to decimate that one. Thanks, Valerie. And she will...
I didn't quite hear what you said about the shrine. I guess my volumes are a little bit off. You said they said something about going to the shrine under a certain condition.
If you are wounded, make your way
Wounded, go to the shrine.
Shrine. Is what the guards said.
Of course, the unconscious does not hear this.
Right.
So,
No, you just
the
incorporated
unconscious-
into your nightmare.
Yeah, the unconscious
Harm
injured
will
person
move
needs
up.
to be carried.
So she made one attack against that one. So Valerie has another attack against this one. With the bastard sword, just at the multi-attack penalty. He'll roll that before we go any further. Does
She's
not
flanking.
hit. He is flanking. It misses by 2, so she does hit. He will also kill that one. Valerie has been amazing in this fight. Holy shit. Alright.
Get wrecked.
Aram will be assisting her and like guide the attack and help her through. Lindsay will cast a spell. Telekinetic projectile. She tosses bits of gore at Volodmira with her magic.
One of the weapons on the ground, maybe.
So we will cast that. It's gonna be
Dagger maybe.
bludgeoning
I think it has to be a light bolt.
Yep. Enough. We'll roll damage. 5. Yay. Damage. Alright, she takes it and gets splattered with gore. Lindsay's like, I know you can do this, friends! I will write about it! I will make sure that it is even more epic than it really is! Let's go! Demondi Eldori will target the one that she's been wailing on and strike with her dueling sword.
Crit. I am stunned.
For 36 points of damage.
Blah.
Killing that one. And then she'll turn her attention to the last giant. Moving up. And targeting that one. And second strike. He's a normal hit this time.
My God.
For
Terrible roll, Matt.
23
Terrible roll.
points of damage.
Only 23.
Only 23. Alright. Reskin?
Well, let's try and stab this bitch. I am flanking.
Oh, by the way,
That's
Jarathol would have rolled
Yay.
medicine. I just need to quit.
That buddy.
Oh, no. Shit.
Very nice crit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rescue.
Uh-huh. Yep. So, Azrael,
Yeah.
I need you please to go up to the next dying value, which is dying 1, because she deals 6 points of damage to you accidentally.
She crit failed her medicine check.
Oh my God.
Reskin, holy
Oh.
shit, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he
Crit
used
stick
that.
attack.
You used that rune too, didn't you?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's crit. Oh, just the crit
Oh,
sneak. Jeez.
All right, bang! She is dead. Describe your kill, sir.
The tip of the rapier goes up under her chin, and you see it push her skull back as it hits the inside of her skull.
Oh,
And she slides off of it and collapses on the floor.
nice, nice. Squelch. All right, you've still got the rest of your actions. We don't have any more of the black tears. We just have one giant. What do you want to do about that, if anything?
I accidentally removed the wounded. I'm sorry. Can
That's
you
fine.
add the wounded back?
Of course.
But she's tending to you. And Namiri's still there. I will move over here and give Amiri the last light healing or minor healing potion.
Okay. Give Amiri the last potion.
Yep, last minor healing potion.
All right. Can you just roll for it for me?
Yep.
Well, I mean, you were given it to her to give to use on Blackwell, right?
No.
Oh, Amiri. That's right. Amiri is
hasn't
down
been
to it.
tended to yet.
Yeah.
Yep. She's just been like lying here, almost dead, this entire encounter because she prevented Blackwell's death.
Yeah, so I'm going to tend to her since Jathel's already attending to Lucas.
Yeah,
He killed
badly.
Poorly. She's poorly attending to Lucas.
I don't.
You don't know
In the
that.
heat of the battle, I did not notice that.
All right, Lucas, I need a recovery check from you, please,
Sweet.
because you are back to dying. Oh, all right. That's
Do you have
dying
a hero point?
3.
No, I have no hero points.
Dying 3. All right. This is awful. Lucas looks like he's about to die, everybody. He is bleeding out. Mustaf, the last giant, facing off against Jamandi Eldori.
What about that thing in Twitch there?
Give character hero point. Nice.
I got points.
Alright, so here it is. Lucas, you have a hero point. Thank you to Malcolm, who has redeemed that. And remember,
Use that.
there's only a certain amount of those. I'm giving each player one of those each session. They're typically designed for viewers, but you are viewing at the same time, so I will give you
I got
one
points.
each.
I've been viewing long enough.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's great.
I spent it, so I'm not dying anymore.
All right, so yeah, you will be back to not dying.
Wounded too.
All right, let's take the dying off you, and you're still unconscious.
And don't let Jathel attend to me for now.
Mustaf will try to get away because he's seen one of his brothers get eviscerated and sees the other two on the ground. So he tries to get away, but Lady Jamandi Eldori has attack of opportunity. And so
Is it called reactive strike? In
No.
Pathfinder?
this well, I mean it probably is now, but I don't I'm not up to exactly what things are called anymore. I mean, she still hits even with a critical. Alright, so she will deal some damage as it moves away. 16. So it is very wounded at this point, and it will try to toss a piece of the wall that it knocked down at Lady Jamandi as a parting attack. So, target and throw rock. It's just same. And the rock will explode in its arms, and it takes this amount of damage. 3, 11. It kills itself with that rock.
Wow.
Smashes against the wall and just like explodes in its face. Alright.
I'm just glad we're all alive.
We're out of initiative. So let's end this encounter. And let's stop the
So
music.
my next move would have been, since the head lady was down, drag Inkstain back to the shrine so that he doesn't die.
Yeah.
And so that you can heal yourself as well.
All
I'm
right.
gonna start searching bodies for potions.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
We need
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of those.
All right. Woof. Thanks to all
Point to
the
help.
bones that DM
Yeah, no
threw
kidding.
at you to help you there. Oof. I think
I'm going
Seriously, though, thank you very much for all that assistance.
Going to
in
point
any
out-
other circumstance that was probably
a death,
not gonna work.
total death at that point.
I had one more dying point.
So
Well,
what we will do, Lady Jamundi will clean her blade, and she will direct you all back to the shrine. She pays no attention to the dead right now. And upon getting to the shrine, she asks you to spend a minute in quiet contemplation and meditation. And if you agree, given that this is a good deity, but not necessarily your own, it is Milani. If you agree, then you will have. You can press a button on your sheet, and that button is the Rest for the Night button. And you can be fully rested as if you fully rested the night, thanks to that. And you can see for the first
Yay!
time how
One
much
HP.
health you're going to get on a full night rest. Lucas gets 1 for a full night's rest.
Yay!
Reskin gets
Oh,
1.
there it is. The bed.
Tarnal gets
I get
1.
and all my spell slots.
Yes, the spell slots are huge for this. Catter gets
I
2
got 2.
for a
I get
full
2 whole health
night's
points.
rest.
Is that your con modifier?
Yeah, con modifier. Times your level. So con modifier times your level. Minimum.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Bloody.
So next level will be 4.
Right? Yeah, and that's for a full night. So keep in mind that this is an exploratory adventure. We're going to be out and about a lot, and that's going to be your full night's rest. Yay!
The question becomes: is how many times can I do this 1 minute of contemplation?
Just once for the day.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All right, so you.
How do we get rid of wounded?
Yes, you're fully rested, which means all wounded goes, and you can heal for the points. You've already done it.
Okay.
It
so
it
wounded
heals you.
goes completely away.
Yes, wounded goes completely away.
What about unconscious?
Yep, you are conscious now. I will remove unconscious. You can remove prone. We will remove these other things as well.
Okay.
Everyone
I can
else,
see.
can have their
I
stuff
can see
removed.
clearly now.
Do you feel better now, Lucas?
Yes, I do.
He can see clearly now that his death is gone.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
All right, so I'm gonna gather you all together. Valerie
Lucas,
joins
you
Harm
should click the
joins
apply healing from the spell that I just cast.
Will I have a chance to go through the leader's possessions?
Absolutely. Hopefully
Who'd
you'll
you
be
say
able to loot
heal nuts?
her.
Did you say?
That was for me.
Are
said
you able
Lucas?
to just loot from the interface?
The second one is yours.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab the great axe to hand to Caster.
Sure.
Lucas, as you come back to consciousness, JFL will take you to the side. And she will whisper into your ear.
Excellent.
she will not allow you to respond more than like a nod or a shaking of your head, and I will post you in Discord what she says, and you may respond to my message after the session with whatever you want. But yeah, she's going to be whispering, and I think everyone else is probably a little distracted. I'm going to narrate for the purposes of this that you're too distracted to pay attention to whatever is going on there, either because you're looting or because you're licking your wounds or attending the shrine or something else. And Lucas is the only one who gets to hear whatever JFL says. And I will post that to you after the session, Ezreal.
Okay.
Am I allowed to return to the room and collect the coins?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Okay.
I think
Let's make sure Rezkin was okay
Rezkin
with that
has
as
done
well.
a whole bunch of looting, and I'm sure that he will divvy up things and whatever. We'll work that stuff out. There will be some extra loot. Let me just see if there's a hidden thing on here that allows us to loot
Am I okay
everything.
for a search roll?
Yeah, you can make a search roll.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Wow, that was something.
That was brutal.
Hey, it would have been a whole lot more brutal.
Yeah. No, if you hadn't thrown us a bone, we would all be dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this is like, I don't want us all to die, but after this session, this is tutorial zone, okay? After this session, I'm not going to be quite so kind, so you're going to need to learn lessons based on all of these things, all right?
The lessons are ambush tactics.
My
Remain
next character
hidden.
is going to be a mad bomber, and I'm going to take alchemist.
Awesome. All right. So, once Volodmira and her cutthroat companions are defeated, Lady Jamandi thanks you all for your heroics and promises you a suitable reward. Her primary concern right now is securing the manor, extinguishing any fires that still remain in the rest of the manor, just making sure that everything is out, and tending to the wounded. Would you each like to assist her or not? This is
I'll
an
assist.
individual
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Am I
Yes,
in?
yes.
Am I in the? Am I in a state that I can help, or am I still resting?
You're
That's
all in a
1
state
minute.
that you can help. But
Okay,
yes,
I'll
you
help.
will need further rest afterwards. But it's just, clearing everything.
Yeah, I'm good.
So everyone chooses to help?
I'll help.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that does not choose to help? Okay.
I just think strength in numbers right now. I want to stay with the tough people.
So, you each help her along. And towards the end of the night, but before the gathering that's going to happen, she announces that there will be a gathering after a suitable rest. It will be at noon the next day. Okay, so she announces ahead of time at noon. We're going to have a gathering. Go get your sleep. But before the gathering, she will privately call you all aside as a group, away from the guards, away from the other adventurers, Now, keep in mind you've spent probably an hour or two. Let's have a look. No, it was the rest of the night. So it's the rest of the night, so quite a number of hours, 5 or so hours, clearing out everything, resetting everything. She will pull you aside after those 5 hours. And she will say, "My great thanks to each of you. Without your assistance, not only would the rest of the adventurers that you rescued be dead, but the manor would burnt down, and many more would have died. I owe you a great debt of gratitude. There is a small matter before I give out this reward. It has been reported to me that the treasury has been looted. We have searched all of the bodies of the assaulters and have not found it. It seems that the treasury was also re-locked after it was looted, and several of the less valuable items remain within, but a sum of 800 gold pieces was taken amongst some other things. I am not going to assume that any of you did such a thing, but in the next couple of hours before noon, if anyone has, I would ask that you leave this money in back in that room. I would ask anyone that doesn't know anything about that to not go in there, just in case any of you did take it. I am not blaming you, but I would ask that you return it. If you do, that will be good. If not, I am not saying that anyone here has done such a thing, but I would also... We haven't found that, and, well, there might be consequences for such things. I will leave that in your jurisdiction, and for now, each of you may take 50 gold pieces. She will hand you each. May add 50 gold pieces each to your inventories. And she will also give you each, and I will give these out, you don't need to do this, 2 lesser healing potions each.
Is there a way to add the number all at once? Yeah, click the plus 50.
If you click the plus, it gives me an add coin section. At that
Same here.
Yeah.
Click the plus.
Yeah, and you should just be able to put...
Kessler
Oh,
would
at the
say
top.
to her,
At the top, okay.
Yeah, it's a top.
I see it.
So 2 lesser... So I'm doing Kasser first. Kasser, 2...
well, we're talking with her. Kessler would say,
So...
"Milady, we apologize if anyone has done such a thing. I will do my best to find who it is and bring them to justice."
It is not my concern who did it or who did not do it. My concern is that the money is hopefully returned.
In other words, your idea of justice is not what she wants.
Did you add those lesser healing
Apparently.
potions on yourself, Reskin? Otherwise, you may add 2 more.
No, those were from the boss.
Okay, then you may add 2 more.
Okay.
Just wanted to check because you already had some, and I thought you might have just.
Okay.
Right. So Lucas has that. Tarnal has that. Reskin has that, and Kasser has that. You've all also applied the 50 gold. Just going through and checking that. Very good. Well done. She again thanks you. And she says that anything that you got from the bandits you can freely have. And she would ask that any of... I'm not sure, I can't remember as a GM whether any of the weapons or anything were taken from that treasury chest.
From the armory?
She would ask if there were, which I don't remember, I'm sorry, but if there were, she would ask that those get returned there as well. Again, if anyone has done that,
steel shield,
it is still your
spear.
choice, but she is effectively saying that she
Yeah.
would very much appreciate it. So you
No,
have...
there was a couple weapons in the armory. I didn't take them.
Okay, not a problem.
In the armory,
No,
the
I mean
steel
the treasury.
shield, the
The treasury, there
spear,
was 2
and the
weapons.
half plate.
Yeah.
If she's talking
It's
about
not
the
armory, it was the treasury
Okay.
we're talking about.
There was like a magic
treasury
longsword and a
only.
magic
She's
mace or something
totally
in the chest. I
fine
didn't take them.
for you to have anything that you took from the armory, because it's just, that's fine. But the treasury...
Mundane gear.
How minute you want to get into like rolls and whatnot, but I would sneak back in and put the gold back.
Yeah, I'm not like what effectively
But
she
I'm
has
gonna
said.
put it back in a pattern in the bottom of the chest, so
Yep.
it makes a frowny face.
Okay. I love it.
That's awesome.
Now I'm not. She's not checking. She doesn't care who or what or why or how. And for the purposes of this, we're saying that nobody else, unless you really, really, really care when she has said that she doesn't. Does anyone want to keep an eye out? After she has said, please don't.
No, I'm good. I'm good, personally.
I'm going to
Kessler
assume
wants
that...
to...
Good. Good, sorry.
Go. No, after you, Nets.
No, this will be, trust me, this will be for after all of what's going on for this. Because it's going to be when I get to around my brother alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kessler would want to try to keep an eye out to see if anyone from our party went there.
Okay. Then I will get you both.
Reskin's
Are you
skilled
gonna
enough.
gonna not sleep? Is Caster gonna stay awake?
Well, how about this? You message Matt on Discord, and I'll message Matt on Discord.
Yeah.
If we have 8 hours, pick a time when you'd go there, and I will put a time frame that Kessler is watching.
Makes sense. And then
he can make
I
a
will
judgment call.
get you both to roll those as a private GM roll as well, and we will adjudicate that off screen. Okay? So that's an excellent idea. Thank you. And we will now change the scene.
Oh, really quick, sorry. I made a check for seeing if there was anything on Voldemira that wasn't loot related, but helpful from like a pursuing a lead perspective.
I will send you a message in regards to that after the session. If
Okay.
In that case, just
No worries. Sounds good.
I know.
Did that go public or not? Because I clicked
Private.
private GM.
No, it's private. It's private. I didn't see it.
Okay. It shows it to me, but I want to make sure.
It's fine. All right. I will adjudicate all of that. All right. So Effectively, we now get to change scene.
I
When
thought
I get-
messaging you the hour we checked would be a good way to
Yeah, no,
try to keep
I
that
think that's fair.
separate. Yet,
As we go back to settle down, as far as that goes into bed, I'm going to turn and look at Reskin when I know that there's no one else that can possibly hear us and go, "You did put it back, right?"
I'll just nod.
Okay.
Because if I got a negative answer to that, that would be, "Did you see what she did to those giants? Come on, man."
Oh yeah, I saw.
I can't unsee what she did to the first one, and you were around the corner.
Yeah,
I mean,
didn't
he,
see
I
that
mean,
part.
like he probably thought like the first time that he saw her put the flame sword through the guy's
Scrotum? Yeah, it was like,
scrotum.
no, this
He
is
was like,
not
"Yep,
someone we're not crossing the
yeah,
street."
I'm putting this. I'm gonna have to put the skull back."
No, I didn't see that. I didn't witness that. I was around the corner.
I will
Well,
tell
Tarnal
you
did,
about
and he
what
can
I
be
saw,
like, yeah.
and I will be as poetically descriptive as I am capable of.
Let's stop all the sound that I don't want to. Sorry, I'm just wondering. Sound playing. Maybe it's contextual scene. That's awful. All right, all right. So, heroes gather. So you each have slept. So you can all click on that rest button again, please. Second time. First time because you went to the shrine, and the second time because you got a 8-hour sleep or thereabouts.
Okay. Still feeling a little bruised, but much better.
And you meet in the Great Hall at noon as advised by Lady Jamandi. It's shocking how quickly Lady Jamandi's staff have restored the Manor's Great Hall in the space of a few morning hours. Very few signs of the violence of the night before remain, and things have been mostly returned to normal. As the adventurers who survived the assault take seats at the tables, other adventurers who arrived just today settle in as well. Even with these newcomers, though, there are far fewer heroes in the hall than there were the previous evening, and the atmosphere is serious and somber as Lady Jamandi steps up to speak. I would like to thank those of you who helped defeat the Black Tears last night, Lady Jamandi begins. It's obvious someone doesn't like our plans to settle the stolen lands. Well, we're not so easily dissuaded, are we? I say no. And this morning I would like to issue formal charters to all of you to begin exploring the stolen lands and make them safe for tomorrow's settlers. The first charter we would like to bequeath goes to the group called the Iron Wraiths, she states with a wave towards a band of 4 well-armored adventurers who you remember from that left-hand side table.
That were nowhere in sight yesterday because they didn't stay here.
Correct, they did not stay. The tales of your adventures have thrilled many Brevik nobles, and I'm excited to see what you can do with the exploration of the Glenebon uplands. Your charter is to establish a base for Brevoy there, after dealing with the Tiger Lords, and then to open diplomatic relations with Pitax from a point of strength. The Iron Wraiths make their way up to Lady Jamandi, and she gives them their charters, and they leave the room. They seem experienced, arrogant, and confident.
Tiger food.
Any of you that wish
Sage whispered.
may make a hidden perception check to see if you can catch what they say as they leave the hall. If you don't think your character would be listening in, don't make the check.
Hidden.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
That's fine. Lucas and Kassur, you are the only ones that hear this. One of them says to the other, I hope that other group over there, referring to you, doesn't forget to bring their stuffed animals so they don't get scared. And the other one says back, I bet 30 gold that those won't last a fortnight. So that's what you overhear them saying for Lucas and for Kassur. Rezkin and Tarnal, unfortunately, you were paying attention to other things at the time and you did not catch them say this.
Sounds good.
Lady Jamundi continues. Baron Hanastrelev, as part of our previous discussions, your charter is one of specific importance for Brevoy. Securing the southern trade routes out along the East Selen River and establishing a base for merchant caravans and barges alike is of utmost importance. Hooktung Slough will be your base of operations. At that point, Hanastrelev will approach, take his charter with a crisp bow, nod at the adventurers, and walk out of the room. May Gavan, your father Androth has long been a faithful friend. Your charter assigns you to Noman Heights to establish a town with the Vanling host. In time, we hope to establish an Eldori dueling school there, but in the immediate future, we ask you to broker an alliance with the Noman centaurs and that roam the region. I trust you and your fellows are up to the task. Megavan will accept the charter from Lady Jamundi. He smiles at the adventurers, at you guys, and he speaks with you just before he leaves. He says, once you get established, I would love to have you come visit so we can set up trade relations. Good luck. And then he
Thank you.
You as well.
will turn
Thank you.
and leave. So I will establish this in your journal so that you remember. All of this information will be in your journals after the session and before the next session. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, last night's heroes. First, I want to thank you again for risking your lives to help defend my manor. The courage, gumption, and skill you displayed will take you far, I suspect. For your charters, we're asking you to travel to the southwest, into the region known as the Green Belt, a swath of wildlands that includes the forest known as the Gnarl Marches and the hill country of the Camelands. We've heard that the bandits have grown particularly aggressive in the Green Belt, and they need to be stopped before anyone safely settles in the region. A small trading post in the Rostland hinterland has been particularly hard hit. I suggest starting there. Once the bandits have been dealt with, we will be ready to bequeath to you more permanent charters to settle the land and establish a government of your own. She will then hand out copies to each of you of a charter. You will each get that. I will pop it up here in just a moment. Let me do that now. So, where I'll have to go and find that, I think. It's okay, I'll go and find that. But basically, it says, be it known that the bearer of the charter has been charged by the Sword Lords of Restov, acting upon the greater good and authority vested within them by the office of the Lord Mayor of Restov, the right of exploration and travel within the wilderness region known as Restov's Hinterlands and the Greenbelt. Exploration should be limited to an area west and south of Oleg's trading post, no further than the banks of the Shrike and Skunk rivers. The carrier of this charter should strive against banditry and other unlawful behaviour to be encountered. The punishment for unrepentant banditry remains, as always, execution by sword or rope, so witnessed on this 24th day of Calistril under watchful eye of the Lordship of Restov. Actually, that will be a different date instead. That will be... It's the 24th of Calistril normally. It will be the 10th of Farast 4722, which is today's date, and I will set also the time to be noon. Now, so that will be noon, set on the 10th, and it's dated today. Alright, so that will be handed out to you when I get a moment and can find it. But that is that. And let's see. If any of you wish to make any checks in regards to Hannes Drelev, the Iron Wraiths, Megavan, any of your companions, if you want to talk to them, any of them, butter them up a little bit more, try to recruit any of them, you may do so
I would
now.
talk with. Sorry.
And then
I would talk with Valerie and Lindsay, at least.
Okay. Well, why don't we take a quick break?
Sure.
As we should have probably done that a little bit ago, but we've been carried away.
No worries.
We'll take 5 minutes, guys, and then we will... basically, as far as we go, I'm not gonna... we're not going to talk too much on the stream about what you guys do in relation to talking. What I'll do instead is we'll pop any of that, like who you want to talk to, into the Discord chat, and then I can populate the journal with anything after the stream, because I don't think it's that important, and we'll have that for that. And then I want to get us situated with the next section. So we'll take 5 minutes and we'll be back with some more action as to which direction and how quickly and all of that our adventuring party, our companions who have this now new charter, take, and what sort of how they approach each other in this time, given their charter and this realization that actually we each have this charter now, and I guess that means that we should cooperate, and how that actually pans out. So 5 minutes, guys, and we will go through that. Be right back. And
bloody battle. Yep, still showing the bloody battle.
Your dogs are very sad.
Sounds like they want to go out.
It's a torrential downpour right now. They're not going out right now.
Oh yeah, those are good times to let dogs go outside. Nothing bad
We
ever
just
happens.
got
They don't come back in completely coated in mud and making your house an
100%.
absolute disaster.
It's already happened one time today.
Oh, I know. That's why I said it.
technical issues.
If it's been a torrential downpour today, you had to let them out. I've been there.
Sorry, I'm gonna like toggle this around and see if it actually. Oh, all right. For what reason we're showing that? I apologize, and maybe it's been showing that the whole time, and that would be very annoying. Okay.
It has.
When you switched,
Sorry.
it wasn't showing that, and it's been stuck on that spot, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it didn't update for some reason on stream.
Yeah.
Even though it should have.
Yeah, because on what I might do.
Cruel Fang, it's okay, you're late. You're here, and that's what matters.
I don't want to show that. Because, yeah, because it should just.
When you activate it, it should pull it over.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know which screen it is that you.
I'm just gonna do this, right? And it's gonna go to nothing. Do this. I'm gonna reload that. Maximize. Hey, Cruel Fang. We just got some technical issues. Please hold while our technical issues get hopefully
Streaming and
resolved.
technical issues? We don't know anything about that. Oh, wait, last night.
There we go. Lovely. It is good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well. I know it's very hot over there, and I feel sorry for you, and I hope that it gets better soon. Tune in probably tomorrow, or well, actually, I've got a thing with DM as well. I might do a short. I might do a short music or instrumental stream
do that
in the
instead,
morning.
I'm fine with it too.
No.
If you ever want
I can
to
do both.
swap out.
I can do both.
Okay.
It's all right. All right.
I got other stuff I can always put in place. I just don't want to,
That's okay.
you know,
Okay.
take it away from you either necessarily.
So you have your charters. Obviously, I haven't sent them out to you yet, but we'll get there. You know what it says. You've read it, and you've noted that each of you have this charter. You have journeyed together through this place forcibly because you're in the same room, effectively. But you weren't probably thinking that you would be spending any more time with these people, but now you've got a charter together. How does that change things? Does that change things? Let's have some roleplay around this. We will stay on this screen for now.
Well, it seems the lady wishes us to work together. Are you prepared to do so for the good of civilization?
You need to take it down a notch. You're at 11. We need to let's go to 5 after last night.
I will attempt to be a 12 for you, sir.
I don't think it'll take you much effort.
I'm just gonna chuckle, and I'm gonna start. I'm writing in the little journal book that I have notes. I'm gonna look over at Rezkin and says, "I don't see how we're gonna do this by ourselves." Looking at this charter,
it should be fun. But I think we should recruit some other people to help. They were very helpful last night, and they seem like good folk. So I mean,
Indeed.
Amiri sacrificed her life to save a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll clap Amiri on the shoulder in a camaraderie like manner when I say that.
Yep.
Try and like pull her into the conversation.
Sure. All right. So I'm gonna reveal the potential companions that we have. People that we could talk to. Well, people that we could talk to. You haven't figured out enough to know, what these people think or feel in relation to you or adventuring with you. And
yeah, I was just about to address that.
So, yeah, I'm gonna drag them all over, and then you can decide what's what, and they can also decide what's what.
I'm gonna try and position myself kind of like off to the side, or not like in the center, but like try and move them towards the circle and say, "Friends, you were instrumental as anybody last night in assisting with the defense of the keep. We'd love to have you join us on our adventure. Your help could be invaluable."
Yes, I was really good, wasn't I? You pitiful mortals! You couldn't hold a candle to I! But I do appreciate you getting me up, even though you rolled me up in a carpet and stuck me with the guards.
We're talking to you. You can leave.
I will let you be my minions.
Be gone, peasant.
You can be my minions.
Look over at Lady Jamandi. Can we rid ourselves of this one?
Lady Jamandi will politely say, you have your charter, Tartuccio. If they do not wish to join you, then so be it. And when you decline his kind offer to be his minions, he will leave well enough alone.
I will intentionally turn my back to Tartuccio.
I'm going to lean down. I'm going to get right down in and say, unless you want rolled up in another carpet, go away.
You will not catch me off guard the next time.
No, somebody else will, and then I'll roll you up in the carpet.
So yes, he will.
And then I will turn my back to him and look over my shoulder at Lady Jumanji and say, could you please provide me with a list of the names of the guards that were slain? I wish to include it in a poem and a work.
Oh, she will absolutely do.
And then I'm going to start talking about that with Lindsay.
I speak to Amiri. Lady Amiri, I very much appreciate your sacrifice.
What are you talking about? I'm no lady. Claps you on the back.
So that's the barbarian.
Okay. I will. Amiri, is that better?
Yes.
Thank you very much for your. Thank you for your heroism and for taking the blow that would have certainly killed me instantaneously.
Speaking of which, you could probably owe me a favor, lad. How about that?
Is that all? Just a favor? Nothing more?
Well, if I join you, perhaps you could repay me in kind in the future. I have a hunger to slash some bandits, and I hear that your charter is to one of those locations where bandits are prevalent. Perhaps it could be of use.
Aye, absolutely. We would happily take your assistance in.
But next time you'll be laying your life down for me, rather than me laying my life down for you. How does that trade sound?
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Then so it shall be.
And I extend my hand to seal the pact.
She spits in her hand and then shakes.
At least you didn't try to crush your fingers.
Oh no, she partially crushes your fingers.
And I shake my hand and like rub my hand a little after and walk away.
Excellent.
As I said, I'm going to sit and discuss immediately. Sit with Lindsay and just we need to get the names for this, and then we need to figure out how to tell the story of what went on last night here.
Oh yes, I agree.
The men slain must be remembered.
Yes, we will remember them in a great ballad. You wish to pen a verse or two, or shall I just? Will you be the main muse, or shall I?
Let's play that by ear and see how things go while we travel. This is
Oh,
going
you
to
wish
take
to
a while.
travel together?
Yeah, you're not coming with us to the south? I just look absolutely befuddled. I'm just assuming that that's what she was going to do.
She says, "Oh well, I hadn't really thought about it, but you know what? A group that can best a couple of giants." Who better than that to join and tell great stories about? Yes, I could write some stories about you. You know what? That sounds like an idea. If you don't mind, I might pop along for a little while. As long as I don't get quite so beaten up like I did last time.
We'll do our best to avoid it. I think that was a total surprise to everyone involved. Except maybe the giants.
Oh, they were quite significant. Well, yes, I will. If you'll all have me, I'll more than happily join you.
Of course.
And I'm going to turn and look back at Reskin and go,
Yeah, I'm wholly on board.
And I'm going to look over at Lucas and I'm going to look at Kassur and go, you two are coming too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Coming.
I mean,
Valerie, would you like to bring law and order to the frontier with us as well?
obvious behind the cuff, kind of trying real hard not to laugh about how much I think about that.
Valerie will nod, a firm nod. She'll be relatively silent and she'll say, I did clean up a few of those, so I think I could probably do that again. I will journey with you for now, but if something more pressing comes up, I will have to answer that call.
Well, if it's truly
understandable.
If it's truly pressing to you, if you're with us, then it's truly pressing to us as well. You realize that if you come
diplomacy check, please.
I'm nodding in agreement. Can I aid?
Yes, you may. Diplomacy check from you for aid.
Absolutely.
My dog's going out. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Over a 10.
Excellent. Good enough. Then, yeah, she will... She will be impressed by this, and your... in our journals, you will have one more point of...
Reputation. Yeah.
Excellent.
So she's on 2, so she'll be on 3. Anyone that you recruit here will be 1 higher as well, because...
And I'm going to turn and look at Master Dwarf, who, and I was just kind of just turn and look at him and go, So killing bandits, are you up for helping us with this?
And I'll say to him in Dwarven, at least until we're all worm food, it should be good entertainment.
I don't even remember if my character speaks Dwarven. I probably don't.
Well, I'm from Cayenne, and so I definitely speak Dwarven.
He says, you go ahead for now. I might come and join you later. I got a few things that I need to sort out first. But as you say, there's a good way to die and a bad way to die. And I think that you got the right of it. So I'll probably come and join you at some stage. I know where you'll be. I'll come and seek you out.
We'd be honored to have you.
So for now, he is declining.
Okay.
Albeit that he will likely join you later.
And then the other, whose name I cannot remember.
Jathel.
Jathel, thank you.
Just let Blackwell talk.
No.
with her.
Is she Elven?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me
She
describe
appears to
her
be.
again, alright? Because, I mean, yeah. So she's deathly pale, she's wearing dark clothing, she's got raven black hair, which is long, no jewelry, and she's got that massive, wickedly sharp scythe that you saw smash through the window and get into the manor from outside, which is quite some effort, by the way.
Okay. I'll address her in Elven then, and I'll say, Jathel, can we count on your side on this journey to cut down some bandits?
She will respond to you in Elf. She says, do see
Did
the stolen lands as an excellent opportunity for a fresh start.
is that Jathel?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
She says, once you have yourselves established, you may reach me here. She gives you a tavern address, effectively, where you can send a word that you've established yourselves. At which point she will consider joining you. Until then, she wishes you good fortune. And you will all notice her look intently at Lucas, locking eyes with him sternly before walking away. And you remember them having some sort of discussion after the battle, but none of you heard what was said. The look on her face is not one of kindness. It's one of stern, like,
I'm going to lean
reminder,
over
I
to
guess.
Blackwell and whisper in his ear, I think you may have found yourself another mother by the looks of it.
I'm just going to look over at Rezkin and says, I think that one intends to discipline him.
Yeah, I'll chuckle with that.
I'm not trying to be quiet enough that no one else can hear it. I'm also being very friendly and playful with that.
Yeah. Can she please? I would love to be disciplined.
I don't know. Spanked with a scythe doesn't sound like a fun time to me.
You're not me.
Okay, so we've recruited 3 of the companions. We've got Amiri, Lindsay, and Valerie joining us. Arum has said he might join us later, and Jaethal has said it's a good idea. I'm going to wait till you're established. Basically, you get the idea behind her words that maybe she's saying she's not fully sure that you're going to make it, and maybe she's waiting to see if you will before committing herself. That's kind of
Fair enough.
sitting behind.
I really hope
behind
that-
her words.
I really hope that ink stain
That's
character
fine.
dies. I really hope that ink stain character dies first.
Maybe. All right. So very good. And it seems like you've come to some sort of agreement with each other that you'll at least travel with each other for the moment. Is that right? You've sort of gone,
Oh,
well, we've all got
absolutely.
this
They
charter.
seem to be fairly competent. You need people of this sort of thing on this sort of quest adventure.
We need supplies. We need to plan how
Yes.
far the travel is for this. Where is this again?
All right.
Geography has never been my strong suit.
Yeah, there will be a map. All right, that will be up in the manor. And here it is.
It's okay.
And is the manor located on this map at all, or is it to the north and off of the map?
Here. Very right-hand side.
Ah, okay.
So that is Restov, where we are. And Oleg's trading post, which is where it has been suggested that you start, is over here.
Trading post seems like a good base of operations for the time being, don't you guys think?
But you are
agree.
here,
Good place
and
to
it
keep
is here,
supplies.
so that's quite some distance still.
Well, if we're going to a trading post, we might as well be bringing supplies to trade as well.
That's true.
I
It's
wonder what
prudent.
I wonder what they need, other than the bandits removed.
We can trade bandit deaths.
Probably basic foodstuffs, supplies.
So you've
lantern
got
oil.
a river that you could travel down if you want. There's no road that goes from here across land. Sorry, there is a road. It's just to the north of the river that goes across. It will make it most of the way to Oleg's trading post, or all the way. It is just
said
north
it's
of the
here?
river there, so could travel
Yeah, it's
along
rough
that
road.
road. Could travel along the river itself. It seems like there is a crossing, which is like a settlement nearby, which you could stop by. And there is a waterfall or something that that it's marked. It says something about a waterfall, and not much is put on the map, but there's a little mark down here on the map.
Is this whole map our charter?
Not yet. Basically,
I was gonna say, I hope
it's a small section at the moment, and then later on, once we've done stuff, it'll be greater. But pretty much, your charter right now goes to the next river, which is this one. Down to here. Much. So that kind of...
It's a pretty goddamn big area, is what that is.
Yeah.
It's a big area.
fucking map.
But, you know, you've been told probably start at the trading post because we've heard that they're having a hard time. There's that.
Sounds good.
All right. So how do we want to approach that? Like, you want to travel by the road?
I'd prefer to not travel on the river if we can help it. Alongside it as need be, sure, but and I'm going to turn and I'm going to look at our half plate wearing friend here. Swimming in that doesn't look like it'd be much fun.
No, and we could get a wagon
Indeed.
train.
Yeah, I definitely would rather take the road.
Procure horses or wagon would be prudent.
I think we're going to need a wagon train if we're going to set up.
I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that yet.
Yeah, that's what
You each
I mean,
got
We would have to
Man.
find the pricing on that.
50 gold.
Maybe on.
So you got some money, but this is just a manor. There is the town of Restov, where you could potentially gain some items if you wish. But keep
I
in
was
mind,
thinking-
if you don't get mounts or anything like that, it's going to take a lot longer. So getting mounts and organizing
Pack mule.
speed and stuff is probably important.
Pack mules at the very least.
You
Um,
traveled this way, did you not?
Huh? What was that,
Well,
Kazar?
I believe Amiri was not from Bravoy. I do not know about. I was going to ask Valerie and Lindsay as well, but I know Amiri is not from Bravoy. I was going to ask how her travels were, and
All
maybe
of them
she
have
has some
come
information
through
that-
Ravoy via different directions and things, and so none of them have any familiarity with the stolen lands.
yeah, I'm a noble from Ravoy. So I would like to try. What can I do, like from a procurement
Roleplay too?
standpoint? Can I use my nobility and my standing to
You can
secure,
try.
like with money, of course, obviously, but like, yeah, I'd like to do that. Is that a society role? Or
It
a-
would
or a
be make an
diplomacy role?
impression to start off with diplomacy.
Okay.
Well, first off, we need to travel from here and into the town of Rostov, though, because that's a slight distance from where we're at now, right?
Yeah, I'm happy for you to be in Restov. That's fine.
Okay.
You can get there by the end of the day.
Okay. I'm
gonna
fine with
say
that. I'll do that in Rostov. That's fine.
Rostov, head for the Rostov for tonight to see if we can procure supplies for our journey. Sound
I'm
good?
fine. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't. There's nothing untoward. I'm gonna give you the trip to Restov for free. Okay.
If so, the lore skill Bravoy, like, does that give me the ability to like, not necessarily procure things, but know like which merchants give better prices and like which merchants have like better gear
Sure.
for value and things like that?
Yeah, you can.
I have lore mercantile.
Yeah, both of you can roll those skills to see.
I do too.
Anyone that has that can roll that. Anything like that to establish what you know and
They
how
still
well
hate me.
you bargain and.
Doesn't matter what color they are, the dice still hate me.
Mine's not too bad.
Okay. Yep. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, yes, sir.
All right. That just so happens.
I mean, I have worked in the area.
Well, there's something that happened here, DM Nix / Casseur. As Casseur
Yes.
wanders the streets, someone calls out, says, Casseur? Hey, you, over there, are you Casseur?
Yes, I am, and you are?
Let's give him a name. This is a human man, a merchant from Bravoy. What do you want him to be called?
Give me just a moment here.
Does he look at all hostile?
No.
Okay.
Looks like a merchant.
Well, I mean, I'm
How's
sure
he
that
dressed?
Simply.
Awesome.
He
Simply? Okay.
seems to be some sort of craftsman. It looks by the cut of things that probably it's carpentry, as there is like a few things amongst his tools that seem to be carpenter's tools.
Okay.
he smells of sawdust and has pine tar on his hand. Yep, it's a carpenter.
Ethard.
Athard, could you put that into
Sure.
the
Yep.
Discord chat, please?
It's a random name and it looks cool.
Yeah. All right. So Athard, he says, "My name is Athard. I'm
Ethard.
surprised."
Oh, I remember you.
No, you don't actually.
Oh, we don't. Okay, sorry.
You're like, so what?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ethard.
Yeah. He says, "Oh, yes. There was you'd be like, I I wasn't expecting to actually see someone of your description, or if it was someone of your description, that it would actually be you. But we had this dwarf that came by town about a fortnight ago, and he said that there might be someone with your name and your description, and he said, maybe if he comes by, give him a discount. And he threw in some gold coins, and he said, if you happen to see him, take this off whatever he has to buy. And I thought they
I
were
look
gonna
down.
be free gold coins, because I'm like, well, what is the likelihood that this guy's gonna show up? But it seems like you're here.
Indeed. I look at my hammer as I'm talking.
Is that the hammer?
Is it? Yes. He told you of it?
He did.
It's fine craftsmanship.
He was very proud of it.
Yes. We're actually heading down to, what did they call this area that we were gotten?
Stolen
You
lands.
gave us like
Stolen
3
lands.
names. Stolen lands? Okay. We've been requested by Jumanti to head to the Stolen Lands, so we're looking to procure some equipment to make that trip possible.
Oh, of course, yes. Well, I can take the gold that he gave off whatever you buy here.
I appreciate that.
How much is a wagon?
So there are carts. It's not quite a wagon.
Probably more affordable anyhow.
It's 3 gold pieces
Well, the other thing-
for a cart.
How much?
3 gold
That's all?
pieces.
3? Okay.
There's no wagons though.
Now let me check. There is a wagon. A wagon is 25 gold pieces.
Hmm.
What's the defined difference between the two?
Yep.
Well, one's much bigger, and it will require oxen to pull it.
All
Probably.
right. So here we go.
Possibly, and that's why I want to know, because some of this info does matter.
A
That's
cart.
why I'm asking.
A cart is 10 feet long, 5 feet wide, 4 feet high, has a pilot and a passenger. 1 pilot, 1 passenger. It is pulled by 1 large creature. A wagon is 10 feet long, 10 feet wide, 7 feet high, 1 pilot, 4 passengers, so enough for all of you. And it is pulled by 2 large creatures.
And
Wagon it is.
how much
Two-
are oxen or something?
Yep.
Draft horses.
To be honest, I think that the cart and wagon idea is great, but outside of our funding. I think a pack mule train is probably going to be a better choice for us.
Okay, so what you're looking at.
Well, that's why we need to get them priced.
Is there a place we can look at a variety of things like inside the client, or should we be looking at archives?
Probably archives for this. There might be stuff like that on here, but I'm not sure where it would be.
Okay.
But riding horses, and stuff. So we've got, you can go to animals, and you'll see riding horses, war horses, riding ponies, war ponies. There. Consider that the riding horse is just a version of the pulling horse. So I'm fine for you to just grab a riding horse for the pulling horse.
Where is that?
Just on archives under animals.
Compendium animal?
Oh, in the archives. Okay.
Yeah.
There are other animals, but there's a massive list of them. It's easiest to do a horse, honestly. Riding horse, pack animal. You could do a pack animal otherwise, which is still a horse. It's just not got stats, basically. Much cheaper to do a pack animal. Effectively, the pack animal cannot do anything other than take your stuff.
Carry.
Whereas if you get a horse, it actually has stats and you can do stuff with it. You can't ride a pack animal. You can ride a horse. So we can sort out the particulars off stream. We don't need to do all of the fine detail here. It's more a matter of deciding what you would like, posting that up, and we'll take whatever value that is off the characters and be done.
Sure.
Pretty much. I don't want to mess around with it.
So we get provisioned.
You get provisioned, yeah. Anything that you would want that's common and commonly available and that you can afford. We can have a chat about it in the chat. If you want to meet about it, we can decide on a time for that, but I don't have a reason
that way we don't take up all the session to do shopping session.
Yeah, well,
I get you.
Yeah, I'm not here to do a shopping session, and the other thing is that Restov is not a place where we're likely to be checking in with. So meeting and getting to know people here is not really that helpful. Whereas once we move into the this unexplored area and or where there's settlements and stuff, you might actually decide that you want to invest in that place and do more with it. But for now, you can at least have Athard as a contact, someone that you've met and that you've that's given you a discount here. Based on what
the only other thing I would say to Athard, other than shopping, would be to ask him where he would be.
He doesn't know. He hasn't heard from him since. He says that he wandered off to the north. He went down along the North Road.
Okay.
Whether he continued down there, he doesn't know, but he left the town to the north.
Yeah, North Road would be the opposite of the direction we're going, right?
Correct.
Because we're going.
We're going west.
Yeah. Mostly west. Okay.
All right. Well, we're pretty much at time. So next time we're going to be on the road. We're going to have been provisioned. We're going to have everything that we want. And we're going to see what Hexploration looks like. I am very nervous about that because I have no idea how that's going to go, but we will figure that out next time.
Sure, it'll be fine.
What about
We
XP
also
level? You know?
will be level 2, so we can meet about that if we need to in the week or in the lead up to the session, like the hour up. I will be available and we will do all of that stuff. So I will post some screenshots during the week with what that might involve, and you can ask any questions and stuff in the Discord. I'm going to pop us to the end screen here, and I'm just going to find someone to raid out to, and then I will close up with you guys. I hope everyone who was watching had a good time, and I'm going to try and do a quick music stream in the morning tomorrow, in my morning tomorrow, or tomorrow early, like, so I guess afternoon/evening in American time. But we have a scheduled stream with DM Nix, which is at 8 p.m. EST. Is that? Or 7 p.m. EST?
Eastern, yeah.
Yeah. So that's tomorrow. So either it will be just on DM Nexus channel or here as well. I'll decide earlier. So tune in for that. But good to have everyone. I'm going to pop us over to the end screen before I close out with my players. Thank you to everyone for being a part of it. It's been really fun, and I hope you've enjoyed the introduction to Pathfinder Kingmaker and some exploration next time. So, ending screen here. I'm also going to find someone to raid out to. Please stay with us to raid out to whoever we go to. And I'm going to mute myself.